Welcome to the Cool Down Lap. I'm James J. This is the Midwest Motorsports Road Series Week in Review. First, let's look at the points coming into this race. Max Bauer with a lead of 300 points over Johan Roy, who's been sitting out. Jason Phillips a close third. But look at that battle for the middle of the field. 3 or 4 positions on track for the championship. On the AM side, Sam Hubbard has a 94-point lead over Justin Glickner, David Wortman, Dan Gish. But again, really close in the middle of the field. Just a couple of positions between each spot in the championship. We are at America's National Park of Speed this week, 4.05-mile Road America Circuit in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Here's the qualified. Jason Phillips on the pole, Max Bauer second. And look at the AMs, Michael Odell and Sam Hubbard tying up row 3 together. Here's the rest of the field. Notice Christopher Hopper down at the end, starting from pit lane, actually sped out of pit lane as the race started and had to do a drive-through after that. But we got the race underway. Jason Phillips with the early lead, Max Bauer second, Brian Coxon third. But look at that battle with Michael Odell and Sam Hubbard, 2 wide. Watch Michael Odell and the Red Bull Porsche getting it real wide, leaving a lot of room for Sam Hubbard to complete this first lap without getting incident points. As they continue on, Jason Phillips out to an early lead, but the aggressor, Michael Coxon, in the blue and black McLaren going inside your points leader, Max Bauer. Again, Max Bauer leaving plenty of room on the exit, and Brian Coxon finally makes the move stick as they come in 2 corners later on the inside. Again, Max Bauer, very patient driver, knows that it's a long 1-hour race. But meanwhile, Jason Phillips just continues to extend his lead as we continue the rest of this first lap with incident review. Everybody playing it real safe. Until further down in the lap, Josh Bloom continues to come up. And again, Michael Odell, Steve Hansel behind. But I want you to look at the black Aston Martin of Max Bauer as they come on the start-finish straight. Gets a good run on Josh Bloom in the white Mercedes. Remember this move for later in the race. Remember, this is the opening lap, lap 1. Jason Phillips checks out. Brian Coxon solidifies second, but Max Bauer finally completes the pass again on the exit lap. But Sam Hubbard in the red and silver Mercedes pops out with Michael Odell as they continue to race side by side with Justin Thaler in the McLaren, a pro driver, trying to figure out what to do with these AM drivers. There they are, Sam Hubbard in the Mercedes, Justin Thaler just behind the McLaren, tries to pop out, thinks better of going 3 wide on the second lap, tries to get around, get a better exit of this one, and does. But again, Sam Hubbard fighting with Michael Odell in the AM division, and Justin Thaler just sees the pros pull farther and farther away as Justin Thaler tries to decide how patient to be. Later on in the race, Francis Faustino in the red Porsche tries to go deep braking, but outbrakes himself into the last corner and gets the Midwest Motorsports lawn care duties out of the way. Now let's go to the last lap and listen to the call. Jason Phillips using all the entry and all the exit. Max Bauer, does he have enough speed to make a move and pop out? Can Jason Phillips play defense? This is it. This corner, one more chance. Max Bauer goes as deep as he can. Does he lose? You don't want to lose contact with him. All right, so we're going through Thunder Alley. A couple more S's, and then one more right-hander. Max Bauer looking inside. Jason Phillips throws a block. Max Bauer, can he use the slipstream? Checkered flag is a ways up. Max Bauer carrying momentum. Here they go. He pops out side by side. He's got a bumper on him. He's at the door. Can he get there to the line? Door. Front wheel. And that's how they went across the line, side by side, just the diffuser. The only thing separating first and second is the width of the diffuser. As you can see on the results here, Max Bauer 0.001 in front of Jason Phillips. Amazing, incredible finish to what is an amazing race these pros put on. And Brian Coxon holds on for third, Josh Bloom fourth, Justin Thaler gets fifth. And also the most positions gained for Justin Thaler. In the AM division, Michael Odell with the win David Wortman second, Sam Hubbard third, but gets a 10-point bonus for the fastest race lap. So good on Sam Hubbard. And Dustin Reinstedel also to note with 0x, although he had to leave early. So now let's look at the championship points after the race. A little bit different, not too much though. Max Bauer still holds on the lead. Johan DeRoy missing the race. Lets Jason Phillips take over the second place. But the fact that there's so many plus ones and minus ones tells you just how close this championship is becoming as we get further and further on. We're just barely halfway through. This is the end of race 10 out of 20. And here we are on the AM side, Sam Hubbard with a pretty commanding lead over Justin Glickner. David Wortman, Michael Odell moves up a spot. Dan Gish, Taylor Montague, Christopher Hopper, Dustin Reinstedel also moves up a couple spots. But don't forget, you are able to drop your 2 worst place finishes. So everybody has a reason to show up tomorrow as we go to the world famous Virginia International Raceway, Alton, Virginia. 3.2 miles, 5.3K, 17-turn track, a place that looks easy to drive, but it's really difficult to master. And it's going to be an incredible race with our wonderful GT4 drivers. Hard to go side by side through some of these sections. And it's just going to be a wonderful race. I hope you join us tomorrow night, 7 p.m. practice start. Here's one more look at tomorrow's layout. And that's going to wrap it up for this week's Weekend Review. Thanks for having me, Greg, on the Cool Down Lap, your home for Midwest Motorsports.